Oh my god. Oh god. Damn it. Ugh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the end is nigh. The end is nigh. EA, why? So in case you haven't heard, EA has officially closed down Visceral Games, and therefore has indefinitely delayed and is fully revamping their Star Wars project. When I saw that news this morning, I was genuinely shocked, dismayed. We hadn't received any updates on the game for a while, but I personally believe that was simply because EA wanted to focus on Battlefront 2 in terms of their marketing and have all of the attention on that game. They didn't want to draw attention away from it. And I'm very disappointed. And look anywhere online, everyone else is incredibly disappointed too. So before I delve any deeper into my thoughts, into my very, very pessimistic thoughts on this particular cancellation, I want to read out the statement that EA sent out regarding this news on Visceral Games. It's written by Patrick Soderlund, and here's what he had to say. Our Visceral studio has been developing an action-adventure title set in the Star Wars universe. In its current form, it was shaping up to be a story-based linear adventure game. Throughout the development process, we have been testing the game concept with players, listening to the feedback about what and how they want to play, and closely tracking fundamental shifts in the marketplace. It has become clear that to deliver an experience that players will want to come back to and enjoy for a long time to come, we needed to pivot the design. Importantly, we are shifting this game to be a broader experience that allows for more variety and player agency, leaning into the capabilities of our Frostbite engine and reimagining central elements of the game to give players a Star Wars adventure of greater depth and breadth to explore. This move leads to a few other changes. I think it's a bit more than a few other changes, mate. He continues, a development team from across EA Worldwide Studios will take over development of this game, led by a team from EA Vancouver that has already been working on the project. Our Visceral studio will be ramping down and closing, and we're in the midst of shifting as many of the team as possible to other projects and teams at EA. That is good news. It's good to see that hopefully not too many people lose their jobs. Lastly, while we had originally expected this game to launch late in our physical year 2019, we're now looking at a new time frame that we will announce in the future. It was actually further out than I believed it was, at least. It was going to come out in 2019, so that was actually a longer wait than I expected in the first place. But he now says they're looking for a new time frame that they will announce in the future, which in other words means this game is indefinitely delayed, and we most likely will not see it for probably at least 5 years, at least, in my humble opinion. So it sucks to see a fantastic concept like this game, someone like Amy Hennig working on a linear single-player Star Wars experience that has been compared to Uncharted many times, and to see that now go away, considering that concept, that idea of a Star Wars game in that genre. This sounds so mind-blowing and amazing to me, and clearly by the reaction on the internet to this, a lot of other people would love that too, just as much as I would. So, in that respect, EA has pretty much crushed our dreams today, which is incredibly disheartening and saddening. I think it's pretty clear what EA is intending for this game to become, because I think EA makes it very clear in this post that the game is going to become one of two things. A lot of other people online have also been pointing this out, and I think this is most likely what's going to happen. The game will either shift to becoming an open world game or a shared world game in the vein of Destiny and The Division and stuff like that. An online multiplayer MMO style of game. And if you've been watching this channel for any period of time, I think you would understand which one of those I would prefer, and that is a Star Wars open world game. Obviously, I'm beyond disappointed that Visceral shut down. I'm incredibly saddened by it, and I'm incredibly disappointed we're not going to get this Uncharted style Star Wars game because it sounded amazing, but if it does turn into an open world Star Wars game, which does seem to be semi-implied by this post, then I will remain cautiously optimistic for the title because I love open world games, especially if it is still a single player experience. However, with the way EA has been doing things as of late, I would not be surprised if this becomes another shared world style of game like Destiny, and it's riddled with microtransactions and loot boxes and things like that, and no doubt it would have its hardcore fan base, but nonetheless it's just not what I'm looking for in a Star Wars game. But for now, I'm going to reserve judgment, considering we only have a vague idea of the new direction that the project is taking with EA Vancouver. I'm also interested to see what Amy Hennig will do after this. She could potentially stick with EA and move to EA Vancouver. I don't know, it's possible. Well, I guess the only thing I really can say to sign off is RIP. Rest in peace, Visceral Games. You were semi-loved while you lived. Not many people liked Battlefield Hardline, but people like Dead Space, so that's good. And I'm incredibly disappointed and sorry that you could not release this project, this Star Wars project you've been working so hard on for the past number of years. So as always, please leave your thoughts in the comment section down below on this topic. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to check out some other content on my channel and subscribe if you like what you see. I'll see you all in the next video. Please do take care and farewell.